Alright, Potterheads, this one is genuinely wild. As HBO gears up for its ambitious Harry Potter TV reboot, one of the most talked about casting choices has been Nick Frost as Rubeus Hagrid. On paper, it already makes sense. Frost has the warmth, the humor, and the physical presence to pull off one of the most beloved characters in the wizarding world. But the way he actually landed the role, that is where things get surprising. In a recent interview, Frost revealed that his journey to becoming Hagrid involved something far beyond a standard audition process. Yes, there were scripts, readings, and casting meetings, but there was also manifestation, and a lot of it. According to Frost, watching Harry Potter had already been a long-standing family tradition. Every Christmas, without fail, he and his family rewatched all 8 films from start to finish. They would begin around December 20th and finish roughly a week and a half later. For Frost, the wizarding world was not just nostalgia, it was ritual. Then came the audition. The night before he was set to read for the role of Hagrid, Frost's partner suggested something unconventional. Instead of just rehearsing lines or analyzing the character, she encouraged him to manifest the role. Frost leaned all the way in. While rewatching the Harry Potter films back-to-back, he sat down with pen and paper and wrote one word over and over again. Hagrid. Not once, not 100 times, 7,000 times. Frost admitted that he wrote the character's name roughly 7,000 times in one sitting, fully committing to the idea that if he put the intention out into the universe, it might just work. As strange as it sounds, the role ended up being his. Now, to be clear, Frost himself is the first to admit that his talent, experience, and chemistry with the material are what truly landed him the part. But the backstory adds a layer of charm and makes the casting feel oddly magical. However, not everyone immediately embraced the idea of Frost stepping into Hagrid's boots. Chris Columbus, who directed Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, shared mixed feelings about the reboot during a podcast appearance. While he acknowledged that Frost looks the part, he questioned the creative direction of the series as a whole. His concern was not aimed at Frost specifically, but at the reboot's broader philosophy. Columbus pointed out that many elements of the HBO series appear to closely mirror the original films. From costume design to casting decisions, including Warwick Davis returning as Professor Flitwick, the show seems to be walking a fine line between reinvention and repetition. Columbus admitted that seeing Frost in a Hagrid costume almost identical to the one designed for the original films triggered a sense of déjà vu. He wondered aloud what the purpose of a reboot is if so much remains unchanged. At the same time, he made it very clear that his reaction was emotional as much as it was creative. One of the reasons Columbus feels conflicted is his close bond with the late Robbie Coltrane, who originally brought Hagrid to life. Coltrane's portrayal is iconic and, for many fans, inseparable from the character. Columbus later revealed that he actually spoke to Frost directly after his comments made headlines. He explained that seeing someone new take on Hagrid felt surreal, not because of Frost, but because of how deeply connected he was to Coltrane. That context changes everything. Rather than criticism, Columbus's words come across as the natural response of someone watching a piece of their creative legacy be reimagined. And importantly, he emphasized that he is still excited to see what HBO does with the series. For Frost, the moment represents something else entirely. It is the culmination of fandom, belief, and opportunity colliding at the right time. Whether you call it manifestation or coincidence, his story already feels like it belongs in the wizarding world. As HBO's Harry Potter series moves closer to production, casting stories like this are reminding fans why this reboot has everyone paying attention. Not just because it is revisiting a legendary franchise, but because it is creating new stories behind the scenes too.